All right, this is going to be a little something different. Forgive the home shopping taking place at the moment in the living room there. My wife and my mother-in-law. Um, consider it a pleasant bit of a Korean background. It's about noon here, right? We all have to live and let live, especially in times like these. So, anyway, I'm going to start this game off here. This is part of the Tourney series. This is game two between Long Island and New Jersey. And I'm starting this off at 2-4 because the Devils actually took game 1-4-2. Let me try to adjust that a little bit there. Give it kind of. So yeah, I'm going to start things off here. This is the first period, though. Don't get me wrong. Or one might consider it like period 4 of 6, I guess, in a shortened series. Should this be tied after 3 periods, there will be a sudden death, and it'll be a simple next goal wins, as sudden deaths, are as they tend to be. So anyway, without further ado, going to get things going immediately. Was about to start recording and saw that Dave was on there. And so, honestly, watching and listening to Dave playing through some games of shootout put me even more in the mood, if anything. So, anyway, let's get things going here. I think I'll take a little sip before commencing the action. So, again, this is game two. And we start things off here with a 2 minute. 2 minutes taken off the clock here. So with a 67, actually, hold on. Okay, forgive some of the other rattle and hum. Something I should have resolved there right off the top, though I did it just now before it mattered. So home, actually, the Devils, the roll came up E for their home offense, and the Islanders, the staunch Long Island defense here with a B, means that the Devils will need 90 or above, actually, to get a scoring chance in this one. And for the Islanders, their offense will be an F for this game, and the Devils are going to go with Kincaid. I just decided to make the official's decision or executive's decision to start Leonard for this one because Grice started the other game for Long Island, and of course they lost at 4-2. Whereas Kincaid, really, if you go back and look at the recap on Delphi in the penalty box there, or on shootout on Delphi as well, Kincaid really stole that game for the Devils. So I'm just double checking here. I'm pretty sure that if I'm going E on B being New Jersey, that it will be 90 or above for the offense at home. Indeed, it will. And it will be 17 and 90 or above, and then 75 in the power play, and 17 or below and 32 in the power play there for the Islanders. So anyway, again, the first couple of minutes and nothing. Wow, that's a little too much in the background. Sorry about that. Some hot water being run again. It's middle of the day here, so what can you do? You do what you can with what you have. Anyway, so there's no scoring chance there the first couple of minutes. Sorry about that staggered, interrupted start there. So 2 more minutes come off the clock. Now we're up to minute 4 with a 68. There's going to be nothing here. And let's see here, 96. So we're actually going to be up to, 4 plus 4 is 8. So with the 8 there, 96 and 24. So again, no scoring chance for either side. That 96 is one the Devils could have used. Now we're right up to the 11th minute here of the first period. With a 69, again, there will be nothing. This really benefits New Jersey, really favors them. They'd be quite content with a scoreless tie in something like this. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, 3 more minutes come off the clock here. We're up to minute 14 here in the first period with an 85. See, again, that's not even good for a Jersey scoring chance here. So 97, we're going to advance all the way to minute 18. What a fast-moving, uneventful first period. Though now that I've said that, we could have a penalty here to the Devils. We could have a penalty B here to the Devils. Z 2-2. Do they have a player Z? Okay, you know what? I should have talked about a house rule off the top the way that I play it with short tournaments like this. Z is in the reserves. Though I can't prove it, I swear, I promise, I pinky, I do whatever, right hand, Scout's honor. I have been doing this for this Tourney tournament, which is only a few games old. If something comes up in the reserves, be it a scoring opportunity or a penalty, and that's the only letter there, look, it's a short tournament. They have, I presume their rosters are healthy. They have the cream of the crop here of their rosters. Short story long, as I like to say, because that's what I tend to do instead of long story short. I'm just going to play on, and I'm not going to penalize the Devils for it. Should the same thing happen on Long Island, actually in Long Island's case, they wouldn't be so lucky because they do have V's in the reserves and then some V's in the lineup. But anyway, being that as it is, I'm just going to play forward here. So 2 more minutes come off the clock. Now we're up to minute 20 here. And with 78, there's going to be no scoring chance here unless this is a 0. It's intermission. So first intermission, scoreless after 1, though the 4-2 would reflect the final score of the prior game. Okay, back for period two again. Please forgive or excuse all the background commotion. It is a noisy city here, and so you could hear any of a variety of things. Let's see here. So, scoreless after one, but 4-2 after game one here. This is game two of two. 2 minutes come off the clock to start things. 88, that's just shy of the Devils' scoring range. Up into the third now. Let's see, 78 once again. There'd be nothing doing. And 2 more minutes come off the clock. Now we're up to minute 5. 46, there could be a penalty to Long Island here. I'm looking at R, I'm looking at Z, and I'm not seeing... Oh, yes, I see an R there. Beauvillier is going to the box for a pair. This is a chance for the Devils to really sort of put this out of reach, given that these teams and their tendency and what the scoring chances are and everything this game, but remains to be seen. 93, that's going to be more than enough. Plenty well and good here for the Devils here. An opportunity on the power play. Looking at player E, Nico Hischier on the top line there in the slot in the power play. Hischier takes it into the slot, and it's going to be Leonard Tass to make a big save here. The save flip comes up as 7. Leonard keeping Long Island alive here with the big save there. But the Devils have another minute here of power play time. 3, that's going to be a shorthanded chance back the other way for Long Island. This would be a good way for them to grab some momentum and get their way back into it. I'm looking at Anders Lee here. Anders Lee has it. Ooh, that would have been a rebound. Missed just one card. Look at that. That's a goal. That's a shorthanded goal. And now some people, some shootout aficionados might want to say, "No, you should flip and show that's from they're all from the blue line." Okay, so I just take the immediate next one. And so that is going to be a goal, a shorthanded goal here for Long Island this series. Taking a bit of a dramatic turn here. They are now just down by 1 here. Lee with the shorthanded goal. Let's get the exact time on it. 26, so I add 26 to 6 minutes. Yes, it is simpler that way. 6:26 here, the Islanders shorthanded. And I'm going to look at L2D2. Lee is on line 2. Lee is the left wing on line 2. And I'm looking at a player 6 on line 2. Lee from Barzell. And with it being shorthanded, actually, well, I don't know. I mean, probably the defenseman would have fed it to Barzell and then to Lee. So let's see if we get any defensemen here. A 6 in the left wing. No, we do not. And I have been flipping 3 cards to try to get 2 or fewer assists anyway. So anyway, another minute comes off the clock here. We're into minute 8 now, and in minute 8, 98, that's going to be a chance for the Devils to go back up by 2. Player E, once again, Nico Hischier, another scoring opportunity for Hischier. He's in the slot once more. Hischier denied once again here by Robin Leonard. If you want to know the number to Nico Hischier, evidently just ask Leonard. We're into minute 9 now with an 82. That won't be a scoring chance here in this case. Up to minute 12 now here in the middle frame. And 83, once again, the Devils just missing these by about 5 or 8 or so. Up to minute 15. And in minute 15, there could be a penalty to New Jersey. Let's see here. YX2. Not a whole lot of penalties. I noticed actually like the 2018-19 set compared to sets from previous generations of hockey that I play. Not a lot of penalties in general in this era of hockey. As it were. So anyway, so that's just going to be no penalties. So I have to play on. Okay, another minute comes off the clock here. 16 and 33. That'll be no scoring chance for either side. 2 more come off the clock now up to minute 18 and a 29. Once again, no chance either way. And another minute here. We're into minute 19. Let's see with a 50. Ooh, there could be actually could be a Donnybrook here. 1 and 1, 5 for fighting. They don't have ones. And then Z2, 5 for spearing. So again, these teams are completely, either squeaky clean and penalty free, or the officials are just letting them play. So that advances into minute 20 the way that I play it in all periods. 73, we won't get a chance unless this is a 0. I go to intermission. So indeed, I'm going to the second intermission. This is a 1-0 hockey game, but for the Islanders' sake, the way that they should be looking at it, because a win here by a margin of 1 won't be good enough to stave off elimination. They really need to put at least a pair on the board here and try to bring it into sudden death here, where it will be, next goal wins type of scenario there. But anyway, I'll pause and shuffle a little further. It's a 1-goal game after 2 here. All right, so back for period 3 here. Islanders down by 1. Not only actually they're up by 1 in this game, but they're down by 1 in the series. Confusing myself here, like I also do best. So 2 minutes come off the clock here, much like in periods 1 and 2 in this one to start period 3, and 78, that's going to be no scoring chance. So we're into minute 4 now. Minute 4, 3, that's going to be a chance for the Islanders here. The Islanders, player A, Lee looking to follow up with his second of the contest. He skates into the slot with it, and it's going to be Kincaid this time. Let's see here if Kincaid can come up with the big save. With a 7, he does. Okay, both goaltenders outstanding. We're getting some outstanding net minding in this one. We remain a minute 4 here with that card of 4-8. That's going to be another chance here for the Islanders. Player V this time. It's Casey Cizikas. Casey Cizikas has it in the face-off circle. Once again, it's going to be up to Kincaid here to make a big stop. With a 6, Kincaid just barely. It's he just gets it with the edge of his the blade of his skate or whatever. I don't know, a toe save there, Keith Kincaid. So we remain in the 4th minute, actually. Crazy minute here. No, that's going to be no chance there either way. So up into minute 6 now. Minute 6 here with a 21. That's going to be no chance for either side. We advance to minute 10. Here in minute 10 with a 34. Once again, no chance either way. 3 more minutes coming off the clock. You're into minute 13. And with that 64, once again, well, actually, I was going to say we move forward, but we do not. 75, so no chance once more here. 3 more minutes coming off the clock now. We're up to 16. And with the 93, that'll be a chance for the Devils to really put this one away in advance. The Devils, I'm looking at Nico Hischier, his 3rd scoring chance here of the contest. Hischier once more in the slot, and once again denied there by Robin Lehner. Again, Robin Lehner just has the young Swiss player's number there. Lehner, anyway. Goodness, I should stop trying to be witty. So, okay, here, minute 18. 88, there's no scoring chance there either way, so... we're into minute 19 now. Okay, the Islanders really have to try to make something happen here on this flip. With a 26, they're not able to. So I guess you pull Robin Lehner. If you're Long Island, they need to tie. They really need to tie. So if not, this is elimination. So let's see here. Let's see if they can put one in here. 6-on-5. No, they cannot. So this is 20, and I'm going to see if this is a 0-minute card. It is not, so there you have it. Perhaps someone anticlimactically, you have the Devils. They're going to, and also quite surprisingly, I should add, the Devils are going to advance to, and see, this is what I kind of like about a short series like this. In a best of 7, I'm taking Long Island probably 9 times out of 10, at least 8 or 9 times out of 10. And this year's shortened 2-game most goals win series, the Devils and the Islanders now, I think, really have to regret, or should I say this official, this executive, perhaps regrets, maybe being a little short-sighted. The Islanders, they were down by 1 in game 1, and I actually pulled the goaltender late, and the Devils scored in the empty net. And then I kind of scratched my head right after that, and I thought, I wonder if in a scenario like this, if they would actually pull the goalie late, or if they would be content to lose by 1 and then just try to storm back in game 2. So lesson learned here early. I think I'm going to follow up, actually. I'm going to come right back and try to doubleheader this. The Buffalo Sabres defeated the New York Rangers by 5 goals in that opening game. So the Rangers have 5 goals to make up for it. So I think I'll be back and see if Zibanejad and Kreider and co, if they're able to do that. They did not yet have Panarin in 2018-19. So be right back. Okay, back with the other half of the Tourney series, and for this one here, the Rangers, as you can see, they start this one down by 5. Starting goaltenders for this one, Henrik Lundqvist for the Rangers. It was Georgiev, at least for a while, in game 1, and then I think after the 4th Buffalo goal, I ended up pulling him. Buffalo got out to an early, 2-0, 3-0 lead there, and then early in the second period, I just decided that Georgiev had had enough. And Linus Ullmark, actually, because he was in net for Buffalo in game 1 and he got the shutout, why would I not go back to him for game 2, even if Hutton is kind of technically the starter? So we'll be, again, Lundqvist up against Ullmark for this one. And let's see, scoring chances will be arrived at. I'm looking at, actually, I should actually roll for the Rangers offense. That is one thing that I didn't do. Sorry about that. I just rolled a 1, so actually the Rangers will have an E for their offense, and Ullmark, I already rolled out a D for him, so to be E up against D, I'm looking at 1-17 and then 32 with a 5-on-4 situation there for New York. Similarly with Buffalo, actually, they will get 84 to a 100 or the double 0, and Lundqvist, actually, his came up a D. So actually, I'm looking at straight E on D and E on D. I like that, good and simple. So anyway, I think once again, I'll commence there with a little sip of what was iced coffee. The ice has since melted, but that's how hot the action is here. Actually, truth be told, it's kind of because it's warming up here in the spring, and that's me reaching and opening the annex door, we call it. Anyway, so okay, let's get things started. 3 minutes coming off the clock this time. Again, the Rangers, a lot of ground to make up for here. This is where, like, if you had a strategy, the Rangers would probably be all in for checking. And anyway, 62, that's not going to be a chance for either team. We're up to minute 5. 73, no chance. Up to minute 8. 32, no chance. Up to minute 11. 92, that's going to be a chance actually for the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo, rare play actually. Rare play, goalie injured. Ooh, oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, I'm tempted to ignore that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Even though I mean it's just on one hand it's and it's funny because actually Dave Gardner, I was just watching, he had an injury to Maniago there. If there was like a minute to go, I think it was to Maniago, so he just decided to stay in. I think because this is so early, I mean, I think again, what if this were real, right? Probably Lundqvist would come out. Evidently, something happened in Buffalo's scoring chance. They kept the puck out of the net, but someone ended up running into Lundqvist or whatever. So okay, the roll came up at 2 actually for Georgiev in the defense. That stays the same. Everything stays the same now except Georgiev is back in goal for the Rangers there. So anyway, and I mean it's still, the score is still the same. New York still has 5 goals to make up for. Let's see if they can use this as a motivator, actually, as a motivating factor. Not only are they down by 5 now, King Henry is out. Will that deflate them further, or will it light a fire under them? Remains to be seen. So 2 more come off the clock here now. We're up to 13, the 13-minute mark. Penalty versus Buffalo, potentially WY2. Yes, there will be a penalty. So this power play, this could help out New York here. Let's see what they can do with it. 42, they can go ahead and take a penalty of their own. Let's see here. SC3, yes, indeed they will. So there will be a minute of even strength play. I'm pretty sure that I advanced that a minute before. Hold on now. I'm just going to go back and have a quick double check there for the penalty versus home. And I think that came in the 11th minute, so 13. No, I think I do have to advance that a minute. Sorry if not. Anyway, so I'm going to play a minute here of even strength. Yeah, SC3, that's right. So a minute of even strength play here with the 29. And again, that would actually benefit the Rangers in the power play, though not 4-on-4. So this will be a Buffalo power play actually for the next minute. With a 12, that's going to be a shorthanded chance actually for the Rangers on the other hand. So let's see here who has the shorthanded chance for New York. It's going to be Kevin Hayes. Kevin Hayes, will assume he was not yet traded. This is the cream of the crop, the best of the best of the rosters. He's yet to arrive in Winnipeg, much less Philadelphia. And that's not going to be a goal for Hayes. So let's see here. We take 3 more minutes off the clock. We're up to minute 19 now. Minute 19, 85. That's actually a chance for the Sabres here to close out. And player A for Buffalo, that's going to be Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner from the blue line. Skinner from the blue line. Let's see if Georgiev can make the big stop with a 9. Indeed, he can. So late in the period here, another minute comes off the clock. And, oh goodness, there could be another penalty to Buffalo. That would benefit New York going into period 2. Indeed, another W. It's going to be Okposo, I guess, on the hook for another. And let's see if this is not a 0 minute, which it is not. So I'm just going to start off the next period with New York there on the power play. All right, back for period 2. I think with the first one there, it just felt longer than normal because of that injury to Lundqvist. That took something out of me. Anyway, starting things off here for the second. Oops, it's an upside down card. So 3 minutes come off the clock here. With this. Oh, sorry. Nope. Whoop. Rewind. Okay. That that means nothing there on New York's rather first minute of power play time. And nothing on their second minute of power play time either. So a blown opportunity here for the Rangers. Now let's look at time. So we're into minute 3. I'm good at making mistakes. I think I'm also pretty good at catching them. That being said, I'm going to make another and not catch it now, knowing my luck. 96, that's going to be a chance for the Sabres. The Sabres here, this time player C. Sam Reinhart. Reinhart has it in the face-off circle. And once again, it's going to be Georgiev having to make the save, and he does with the 6. So this game, the Sabres remain merely 5 ahead. Oh, goodness. Into minute 4 there, once again, the Sabres with a chance. Player F this time. Player F's going to be Connor Sherry. Connor Sherry at the blue line. Rebound. And, 6 right defenseman. Okay, so that means that, Georgiev's not going to be able to stop that rebound. So Let's see here. I'll get the right defenseman off this card. It's going to be D1 right defenseman Rasmus Ristolainen, and I'm going to give Sherry an assist automatically. Maybe I'm house ruling it here a bit, but it's what if this were real and what makes sense to me. I'll take the 37. I'm going to say at 3:37 here in period 2. It is Ristolainen from Sherry, and we might as well, as a formality, see if we can get another assist here. So I'm looking at L1D1, or sorry, L3D1. Ristolainen from Sherry, and there are no R5s there. The shootout thing's distracting. I'm not used to looking at it. and sixes, we don't have any of those either. So that third flip, actually, okay, Ristolainen's defensive line might. So Rasmus and Rasmus there. So Rasmus Dahlin and Rasmus Ristolainen. Contributing to Connor Sherry's goal here at 3:37 of period 2. Sabres up by 6. Technically up by 1 in this game, but up by 6 in the series. 2 more come off the clock now. We're up to minute 6 with a 41. There's no chance there either way. 3 more minutes come off the clock now up to minute 9. And with the one that's going to be a chance for the New York Rangers. New York Rangers player C. Player C is Pavel Buchnevich there in the front line. And in the face-off circle. From the face-off circle, there we go. Finally, New York able to solve Linus Ullmark for a goal. It's 6-1. They're down merely by 5 again. So Buchnevich there with the goal. Let's get the exact time. That's going to be at 8:25. At 8:25, I'm looking at L1, D1, R5. There are no R5s. Right wing, that's Buchnevich himself. And a 6 in a line. I see a 6 in a line. You know what? I'm going to award Zibanejad and cry to the points there on Buchnevich's goal. So 6-1 here in the series and 1-1 in the game. Sorry if that's confusing. Up to minute 10 now here. Halfway point of the game, 65. Rangers still with a lot of ground to make up for here. Up to minute 13 now. 36, no chance there. Up to minute 16 now. And once again, it's the Sabres' way. Sabres, oh goodness, this is going to be another goalie injury. Okay, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. And evidently, too, there were some cards there in the middle of the pack that I didn't shuffle well enough. I have to overlook that. Sorry, there will be no Scott Foster moment here, no David Ayers or anything like that. I'm going to say that Georgiev is shaken, but he's okay. So and no gold Buffalo. Okay, 2 more minutes come off the clock now. So after minute 18 here, there's going to be a penalty to New York. New York very frustrated with what's going on here. Brett Howden and others, one or the other, will go to the box for this one. So I think Buffalo's going to finish this period actually up 5-4. 2 minutes or less here. That'll be a shorthanded chance the Rangers' way, though. They'll take them any way they can get them at this point. And let's see, VC, he's not in the box, so VC here shorthanded, no goal. He could have used actually the card prior, but VC himself is the S. Okay, and there's going to be another shorthanded chance here for the Rangers, so terrible power play here for Buffalo. Player H, shorthanded Nemestikov, and he's not a V, and that's not a shorthanded goal. However, if this is not a 0 minute, which it is not, then I'm going to say that it's 1-1 after 2, although 6-1 in this short 2-game series here. Back for the third here. I have such hard luck with the cards. I think actually I shuffled them to the point that I shuffled them back into the order that they originally were. I'm going to go with that here. So going into period 3 here, I mean, it's looking pretty much like we're going to have a Buffalo-New Jersey final, but let's see. So 3 minutes come off the clock, even something like that's not to the Rangers' favor. With the 36, there'd be no chance there, so another pair. We're up to minute 5 now. 18, and the Rangers, I mean, even for this, they need 17. So nothing doing there. Another minute. This will be a chance for the Rangers, however. Player C on New York, Buchnevich. Buchnevich looking to add another goal. Another tally here in the face-off circle is Buchnevich, and he's unable to score this time. 2 more minutes come off the clock now after minute 8. And that's going to be a penalty to New York, potentially. SC3 once again. So, yeah, it'll be Buchnevich, Howden, and co here in the box. And the first minute of power play time there for Buffalo with the 64. They need a 69 or greater. Yeah, they need 69 or greater here. And because 84 to 100 and then 69. Sorry if I said 67 earlier. Now come to think of it, I might be confusing with the prior game. No, I wouldn't be. Yeah. Okay. So, right. And anyway, so another minute here. And potentially a penalty to the Sabres. Okay, looking at SC there on Buffalo. Zemgus Girgensons. Sorry, it's a bit hot and humid here as well. Girgensons, he's going to the box among others. And so New York will be here up 5-4 for 2 minutes or less. 20, that'll do here. A chance for player F, Kevin Hayes. Hayes has it in the slot on the power play, and that's good for a goal. So maybe the Rangers can salvage a little something here, take some solace in, hey, we didn't win the series, but we are winning the game. It's 2-1 New York officially in this game. And as Kevin Hayes here, let's get the exact time of the goal. It's at 10:51. L2D2 I'm looking at here. The Rangers' second power play unit, Hayes from Zuccarello and line. So I'll give Strome the assist as well. Hayes from Zuccarello and Strome at 10:51. Okay, another minute off the clock. 59, that'll be no opportunity either way. Another minute, a couple cards the Rangers could have used there into the 13th. They can't use this. Let's see, this is no good to them. Y and Z, they might actually get away with one here, though. I don't see a Y or a Z, so we play on. Okay, we remain in the same minute. 57, penalty to Buffalo, potentially. UZ3, yes, they will go to the box for 2. And they will have a shorthanded chance here in the first minute of Ranger power play time. Player T looking at Eichel. And Eichel is not a U or Z3. Oh, sorry. No. Player T. I'm looking at Eichel's penalty rating. Oh, goodness. Player T, Jake McCabe with the U. I do not allow a shorthanded chance. I'm glad I double-checked on that one. Again, that's kind of a house rule. If the player could potentially be in the box, I just disqualify the chance. So let's see here. Another minute comes off the clock now. And okay, there. And another minute comes off the clock, and there's nothing. Sorry, truth be told, I got a disruptive message. It wasn't actually. I thought that it was. I thought it was going to be another one of those COVID-1 non-contact tracing things. Have you been in this area in the past however many, 48 hours or whatever, something like that. It's Al Red Sox fan, something that he uploaded. Sorry. So I actually just completely I'm going to have to play this back. But anyway, 71. So I'm just going to, I don't know, maybe there's some trouble with the timekeeper or something like that. So anyway, because actually here, maybe I can actually go back here. So T, so I disqualified the shorthanded chance. So this was the second power play time, and it would help if I can remember the exact time at which the penalty was arrived at. So anyway, I'm into 15 here. I swear when the camera's off, I do not get this confused with it. And if you think that something like this wouldn't confuse you, you're welcome to play and upload your own flawless games. And because I think really it's a lot easier if you don't have the rolls and you don't have the flips on record, then basically you're making mistakes that you never see. And you never know, better one way or the other. But anyway, okay, where was I? My goodness. So 14, I'm just going to... Goodness. You know what? I should say so. I'm tempted to say, because wait, that was okay. So the T, so this is the second chance. There would have been no. That would actually be a power play scoring chance for Buffalo. Okay, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not. No, okay. The Rangers won the power play. Wow. Penalty A versus home. UZ3, shorthanded chance. T, so I disqualified it. Nothing in the second minute. 3 minutes off the clock. Rangers chance. I'm going to say a minute 17. I hope that's correct. Sorry if it isn't. Player M for New York. Player M for New York is Brady Shea. He skates. He joins the rush. He skates into the slot with it. And that's going to be no goal for Shea. Another minute comes off the clock here. And into the 18th minute, and that's going to be a scoring chance there for the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres there. Player B on Buffalo, Jack Eichel from the face-off circle, looking to add insult to injury. Let's see if Georgiev, the evidently somewhat hurt Georgiev, can come up with a big save here. With a 10, he does. And let's see here, another minute comes off the clock. And a minute 19 here, 75, and okay, so, and then, 3 more minutes come off the clock. Now, I will allow one more flip here, 31, that's no chance, and the 0 minutes, so there you have it. Look, there's no, you can't assess the humidity, I want to say, just sitting there watching it from wherever. It's all, my goodness, it isn't even May yet, and it's quite a humid one here already. The ice is long gone in this cup. And so, I mean, yes, I hit that snag there, that little mini panic attack there a few minutes ago, but I think I was able to go back and backtrack and flip my way through it. I do like that with shootout with dice rolls. I would be screwed, and I might have done something a little wrong. But again, if you're welcome to upload your flawless, mistake-free games and show everyone else how it's done. So, I do my best. I'm going to make mistakes sometimes, and I listen to other people's streams and games and everything like that as well that they upload, and so I know that I'm far from alone in that regard. But anyway, that being said, all that was a pretty bad one there. Goodness, it was like a perfect. Everything happened all at once. It was a perfect storm of there was the message, and I thought the camera was about to cut out, and there anyway. Okay, anytime, any consideration that you give to anything like this, well, it is never expected. It is definitely always appreciated, of course. And yeah, that's so the Tony series. I mean, for the final, it will be Buffalo against New Jersey. This was a 2-1 game here for the Rangers. So they got the win, but in a two games, best of or most goals wins, larger margin wins at Buffalo with that big 5-0 game. That was just a hurdle the Rangers were unable to overcome here. So anyway, once again, there you have it. Anyways, cheers, thanks, goodbye, bye for now.